that the students of today are complacent? Well, I have a thing or two to say to People magazine. And it's not all loud music and swallowing guppies out there on our campuses. And certainly not at Queens College. Not by any means.
Sign me in, will you? Anti-nuclear rally, huh?
Christine, did you know that they are transporting nuclear waste through the streets of Queens?
A committed, caring cop. I like it.
No way. This is a strictly personal expression which I am expressing, and you may not use it for your community board meeting.
It's just a thought. So when are you going to be Jane Fonda?
Tomorrow afternoon. And I'm taking personal leave for it.
Your first peace march, Mary Beth?
Never too late to get involved.
Your first march, my first community board meeting. It's kind of like crawling in the back of a Chevy for the first time.
It was a Buick.
Can you believe this garbage assignment? Me and my new best friend, Inspector Nelman, are going to be stuck in a room with a bunch of screaming citizens wanting to know when I'm going to make their day. I think I'd rather get Brady as Becky's child.
Cagney! You in charge here?
The manner of speaking, what's wrong?
Well, I just got a call from the 119.
In Queens.
Yeah, you better get over there right away. Second thought, maybe you better sit down.
Why, what's wrong?
It's Lacey. She,
What's the matter?
well...
Is she all right? Call, man, talk to me.
She's been arrested on a charge of inciting to riot.
It's a joke, right?
May we get on with this, please?
I know. You were afraid they started a revolution without you.
It was not a revolution. It was an orderly civil demonstration until your Rambo rookie had to get badge heavy.
Sure, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Everybody's last words before they march him to the guillotine. But happy day, we both wear blue.
Huh?
There's one cop to another. Read me, Lacey?
Detective Dubnik, I'm not asking for special treatment.
Look, let's just call it a case of mistaken identity. I didn't see you, you didn't see me, right?
Well, I saw the cop that jumped on me. They teach you that gentle touch out here?
Hey, you and your peacenik buddies here were blocking traffic.
These people are innocent citizens whose only crime is they don't want to die glowing like flea collars.
Hey, Lacey, I am not going to say it twice. Hit the bricks.
I want my rights as an American.
Oh, sure. So they could say Dubnik, the one who busts cops. I don't have enough enemies, huh? Forget it.
I don't believe this.
Never in all my years. Not even parochial school. Lacey, you're a cop. Act like it.
You're a cop. You act like it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You want your ticket?
I want my ticket.
Then take your damn ticket.
I will.
And cram it where the sun...
Second Droopnik?
Dubnik!
Of course. I'm Sergeant Cagney.
Oh, how are you?
My partner. It's a tiny little misdemeanor. It's nothing.
Nothing? Are you nuts? You might as well be running guns to the Irish. You know what's next for you? The switchboard. Tending lost dogs.
Good tickets, like a lousy parking
You want to go back to
citation.
school
What are
crossings?
you making such a big deal
Wearing
for?
that outfit with a snappy white belt yelling stop and go in the middle of a blinding snowstorm?
It is a trumped-up charge, and I want my day in court.
You don't have to do this. Let that jerk Dopnik eat his ticket.
What about the other protesters? How's it going to look to them?
Well, if you suck yourself on the chest, maybe they wouldn't notice.
I want them to notice. Who says the cops are allowed to set themselves above the law?
So a rookie got out of line, right? So file a complaint with the Civilian Review Board. Type a 49 to the commissioner.
Yeah, that'd probably be the smartest move.
Believe me, Mary Beth. Believe me, you won't regret it.
And it is the easiest.
That a girl.
It's not the fairest,
Mary Beth?
Christine. I know. You're absolutely right. This is a matter of conscience, Christine. Detective Dubnik, I want my ticket.
If Detective Lacey caused any hard feelings, I apologize. And I assure you in a day or two, 3 at the most, you will be receiving an apology personally from her.
Look, that lady has been given every opportunity to walk, to which she has responded by thumbing her nose at me in front of everyone.
Well, She's a very moral person, and sometimes she gets carried away.
Yeah? Well, I belong to Greenpeace. Save the porpoises. For me, the ocean's where it's happening.
All I'm asking is that you let us take care of our own.
Hey, she wants over the wall, fine. I'll be glad to hold the ladder for her. But she doesn't want over. She wants to hop up and down on it and yell about her freedom.
Look, Duke, Nick, so far I have managed to keep this strictly unofficial. Far be it from me to mention the sergeant's stripes.
Sergeant, please. I do not work for you, remember? I am just some poor, dumb schlub stuck out here in the suburbs.
This is just a game to you, isn't it, huh? Beat up on the big, bad Manhattan cop.
Boy, there is no fooling you, is there?
I'm warning you, Duke, Nick, let it go.
It's the perfect crime, isn't it? First they sick one broad on me, then the other.
What is it that you want from her, huh? You want her to kiss your ring? Is that it?
Hey.
Let me tell you something. You are not fit to carry that woman's lunch.
You want her out of here? Fine. You talk to her. You tell her in whatever language you people speak that it is up to her. And she'll just listen. And she'll just be reasonable. Hey, I am a reasonable guy!
My lipstick, my nail file, my compact. He took my shoelaces, Christine. The works. You know what he said? God forbid the phone rings. And you take your belt and you wrap it around your neck and you do the Dutch act.
Mary Beth, all the man wants is just a simple apology.
Apology? Why should I give that man an apology?
For bringing peace and harmony into his life. What do you think?
Hey, it was Duke Nick's uniform that jumped on me in the first place. What if he had touched one of my kids?
He didn't touch your kid.
It's a matter of principle.
All he sees is Paul Muni banging his plate against the bars.
She couldn't verify my ID. So I showed him my gold shield, which he took, in case I defaced departmental property.
Mary Beth, you could be just
You know what he
listening to
said?
me.
Alleges, he said. My gold shield only alleges I am who I say I am.
Well, for God's sake, what do you expect? I mean, you came into this thing with bad blood between the two of you already. What'd you forget about your candlestick?
That's what I'm saying. The man's a perfect idiot.
Nobody's perfect.
We have to do something. Christine, call his squad commander.
I called the squad commander.
Or call my lieutenant. Get Lieutenant Samuels to talk to his squad commander.
I already talked to Samuels.
Well, come on, Christine, help me here. Think of something.
Anything in here to dig with? It's a joke, Mary Beth.
What is this job, a game to you guys out here? You got nothing better to do than jerk around the wife and mother of 3 young children? One not yet out of diapers?
I didn't jerk you around. You jerked yourself around.
You knew who I was the minute I raised my hand.
The patrol guy.
The hell with that patrol guide! I got juice, Duke Nick, and I intend to use it.
A fat lot of good it's done you so far.
Okay. I'm through being a nice person. You want trouble. I'm gonna give you trouble. I'm gonna carry the truth about you all over the department.
Consider the source. A crazed hippie cop.
A hippie cop who happens to be an official delegate to the Detectives Endowment Association.
Oh, yeah? Well, so am I.
Well, then listen up at the next meeting, wise guy, if you can stay up that late when I warn our fellow detectives what we got hiding in our midst. A wolf in sheep's clothing.
One look at your fangs, they'll give me a Purple Heart.
And if that don't settle your hash then and there, I also am, at present, the recording secretary.
And I'm a past vice president. So what?
So, I'm gonna write all about you in the official newsletter.
My brother-in-law is one of the editors. One call of him, there won't be a story.
Oh, yeah? Well, I have friends, too. My husband called one of them. Lynn Sutter.
Big deal.
You don't know her. You don't know her work? She works for the largest daily in Manhattan.
So does my son, the paper boy.
Well, you ought to know her work. She follows the department very closely. She wrote that controversial piece on certain disturbances out here. Come on, Lenny Sutter. Practically a household name at one police plaza, particularly with the commissioner. And you people in Queens can't use any more publicity.
You're bluffing. You wouldn't dare.
Joan of Arc, huh? We'll see whose tootsies get burnt.
Your problem is you can't stand honest.
My problem is I can't stand you.
And taking you there was a waste of time. You can't enlighten a vegetable.
Hey,
It worked.
I know what this is about. You want to welch on the money.
Hello.
Wow, you just trying to collect from me? I ain't dare you.
Fine. Not only are you old, vanilla, and a piece of white bread, now you're a welcher too.
Hey, Esposito.
Don't bug me, Coleman.
Oh, welcome home.
Everything I said was true.
Oh, yeah? A Jewish Gabby Hayes? And that's my Puerto Rican howdy-doody.
Forget your higher consciousness, Coleman, because I'm going to put you in touch with your unconscious.
Would you guys grow up?
Have you ever really looked at your steering wheel? The way it starts out with this little beep and comes all around. Beeps right back in the very same exact place. Kind of makes you feel good all over. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm gonna go back there tomorrow.
Shallow ponds make for easy fishing.
Lacey! In my office, now!
Sir, I know I embarrassed you. I embarrassed the whole squad. I'm sorry. I used poor judgment. I know what you're thinking, sir. She knows better. She shouldn't have done it. She's no kid. I mean, her kids are old enough to have kids. Well, the oldest one anyhow. And she doesn't set the world on fire like Cagney or even Esposito. She doesn't read the paper. I mean, does she even vote Democrat? And all of a sudden, she's out there on the picket line getting busted. And you say to yourself, great God almighty, what if the press finds out? I know, I'm with you, sir. It doesn't make sense. I mean, here she is, trying to make second grade. It took her long enough, and now it's like she's begging to get back into uniform. So every day could be lost dogs and parking meters, stand in front of your locker, totally depressed, putting on one pants leg, and then the other lieutenant. I never meant for this.
Lacey!
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor, will you just stay out of my face? Just for a while, you got it? And two, any rotten job that comes along here, you jump at it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And three, that thing's a real putz.
You're upset, Christine, and I don't blame you. But you can't blame me for clinging to my principles.
I'm not blaming you for clinging. It was that special way you clung.
Sometimes when you're a person like me and you want to make a point, you got to stand on your toes and yell a little bit.
Clear at the top of your lungs?
Sometimes. Okay, maybe I went overboard a little bit. I apologize. Well, you want me to say it again?
Look, it's only because I'm interested in you. In your life, in your promotion. Now, if you'd just gone along with what I was setting up, then
Well, you were setting up.
You heard me. I had a whole game plan going before you started mouthing off.
What are you talking about?
Always
Game
have to
plan?
mouth off. You're so damn overly emotional.
What game plan?
Mary Beth, come on. You've got to make sergeant by the time I make lieutenant, or they're going to separate us.
Oh, I see. And then I get to be lieutenant when you get to be captain?
That's right.
And then you make chief of detectives and I make inspector. How come you always come out ahead of me in the game plan?
What's my plan? Anyways, I've already got some of the stuff set in motion.
Oh, yeah? Like you get to be president and I get to be vice president?
What's wrong with that?
Because nobody knows who the vice president is. That's what's wrong with it. He's always gone someplace or en route. Name one vice president of Franklin Roosevelt. Go ahead, try.
Henry Wallace.
Okay, you got lucky. Who else?
Harry Truman. Well, Meredith, what is the big deal here?
Maybe I have a game plan. You ever think about that? Maybe once I would like to be in charge.
Be my guest. We'll go to lunch, you pick.
It's 8:30 in the morning.
Perfect. We'll go early.